In my second book talk, I will be covering the book The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. The book is narrated by a 16-year-old girl named Hazel, who has been diagnosed with a terminal form of thyroid cancer that has spread to her lungs. Her mother highly encourages her and forces her to go to a cancer patient support group, even though Hazel does not want to go any of the times. But it ends up working out great because in one of the meetings, she spots a young boy named Augustus Waters, who at the time is currently cancer-free from osteosarcoma, but is there in support of his friend Isaac. And at the end of the meeting, Augustus invites Hazel over to her house, and they immediately bond over their experience with cancer, and they watch a movie, and they also share some of their favorite novels with each other, and one being An Imperial Affliction. And Hazel shares with Augustus that she hates how the book ends because it ends so abruptly. So Augustus goes and finds the author's email and decides to email the author, Van Houten, some of the questions that Hazel has for him to answer. However, the author doesn't really want to answer the questions through the email. They find out that a charitable foundation grants their wish of going to Amsterdam to meet the author for Augustus and Hazel, and takes them on a trip to meet Van Houten. But an episode happens with Hazel, and that leaves her parents and her doctors not really wanting her to go anymore. But one of her doctors that has been closest with her treatment, Dr. Maria, convinces her parents to let her go and says that it'll be okay as long as one of her parents goes with her, so her mother decides to go with the two of them to Amsterdam. After they arrive in Amsterdam, they meet with Van Houten first, and they come to find out that he is a very mean-spirited, stuck-up man who claims he can't answer any of their questions, which is really frustrating for them because that's the whole reason why they went to Amsterdam. But I don't want to share too much because I want you guys to read the book and find out what happens with Hazel and Augustus on the rest of their trip and how the story unfolds. If I was rating this book out of 5 stars, I would give this book 5 out of 5 because I really enjoyed how the author wrote it. I really liked the author, John Green, but more importantly, I liked how the story unfolded. I would recommend this book to people that love to read books about relationships forming, a little bit of romance, and who wants a book to get attached to right away. As you guys know, and especially Logan, I'm a slow reader, so it took me a long time to read this book. However, I was attached to it right from the start. Overall, it was an excellent book to read, and thanks Logan for the recommendation. As you guys know, and especially Logan, I'm a slow reader, so it took me a long time to read this book. However, I was attached to it right from the start. Overall, it was an excellent book to read, and thanks Logan for the recommendation.